Hello friends, today let's have a look at subsection 2 and subsection 3 of section 154 CRPC. But before doing that, I would like to revise what we have learned in the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we talked about subsection 1 of section 154 CRPC, wherein we learned that whenever the information relating to the commission of a cognizable offence is reported in a police station, then it is incumbent on the station house officer or the officer in charge of the police station to reduce that information in writing if that information is given to him orally, and that information which has been reduced in writing is to be read over to the informant, and then informant will be told to put his signature on that information, and thereafter he will keep a record of that information in a register which is called FIR register, and on the basis of that information we register FIR in the police station. And once the FIR has been registered, it automatically empowers the police to initiate the investigation without the prior permission from the magistrate. So that was all about the subsection 1 of section 154 CRPC. Now let's have a look at the subsection 2 of section 154 CRPC. So first let's go through the content of subsection 2. The content of subsection 2 says that a copy of the information as recorded under subsection 1 shall be given forthwith free of cost to the informant. That means what? That whenever we receive the information through an informant, then a copy of that FIR should be given free of cost to the informant. But I just want to tell you that the copy of FIR should never be given to the accused, because that is considered against investigation. Accused should not be provided the copy of FIR. And if he wants the copy of FIR, then we direct him to go to the court and apply it through the court, and then once the order received the police station, thereafter the copy of FIR is provided to him by the police officer. Now let us see this subsection 3 of section 154 CRPC, which says that any person aggrieved by a refusal on the part of an officer in charge of a police station to record the information referred in subsection 1 may send the substance of such information in writing and by post to the superintendent of police concerned, who, if satisfied that such information discloses the commission of a cognizable offence, shall either investigate the case himself or direct an investigation to be made by any officer subordinate to him in the manner provided by this code, and such officer shall have all the powers of an officer in charge of the police station in relation to that offence. Now as you can see, the section is very lengthy, so again what we will do, we will segmentize it. So let's have the look at the first segment. So the first segment here is this, that any person by refusal on the part of an officer in charge of a police station to record the information referred to in subsection 1 may send the substance of such information in writing and by post to the superintendent of police. So what we will do, for example, you are an aggrieved and you have the information regarding the commission of a cognizable offence, but the station house officer refuses to record FIR. Then what you can do, you can send that information by post to the superintendent of police, and the superintendent of police who is concerned with that jurisdiction. For example, if any cognizable offence is happening in Una and the SHO is not recording that information, then you can send that information in writing and by post to the superintendent of police of Una. And then if the superintendent of police is satisfied that the cognizable offence has happened there, then what he will do, that he shall either investigate the case himself. You see, the word here is the shall. The shall word has very, very importance in legal terms, because shall means that you have to do that. So shall, what he will do, he shall either investigate the case himself or direct an investigation to be made by any police officer subordinate to him. या तो एसपी से खुद इन्वेस्टिगेट करेंगे या वो किसी को डायरेक्ट करेंगे, हु इज सबऑर्डिनेट टू हिम, एनी पुलिस ऑफिसर हु इज सबऑर्डिनेट टू हिम. एंड हाउ ही विल इन्वेस्टिगेट द मैटर इन द मैनर प्रोवाइडेड बाय दिस कोड. तो अगर आप चैप्टर 12 देखेंगे सीआरपीसी का, तो इसमें पूरा बताया हुआ है दैट इट हैज़ एक्सप्लेन्ड थॉरली दैट हाउ द पुलिस शुड इन्वेस्टिगेट दैट केस. तो वो उसे कैसे इन्वेस्टिगेट करेगा, एज पर द प्रोविजंस ऑफ चैप्टर 12 ऑफ सीआरपीसी. एंड नाउ इट सेज दैट any such officer have all the powers of an officer in charge of the police station in relation to that offense. Now, once that investigation has been deputed to some other officer, then that officer will automatically resume all the powers which that officer in charge of that police station will have. So that is all about section 154 CRPC. Thank you very much.